Hi, estate planning attorney Brian Barboza, and today I'm going to discuss why it is critically important for your children that you have an estate plan. Before we get started, if estate planning is something that you want to explore or talk more about, please feel free to give me a call or go to my website, barbozalaw.com, book an appointment to speak with me for free directly through the website. Okay, so why is it critically important for your children that you have an estate plan? There's a myriad of reasons for this, so let's kind of just knock them right out. Number one, if you have children that are actually minors, not adults, an estate plan will let you designate who you want to be the guardian of your children in the event that you pass away while they're still young. You get to pick the person that would watch out for them, that would care for them, and help raise them in the event you pass away. Okay, so number one, estate planning. If you have children who are minors, you're going to want to pick, designate a guardian for your children. If that very unfortunate circumstance arises, you'll be happy you did. Number two, when you do get to a certain age where you are no longer able to financially manage your estate cognitively, you're going to want to have a power of attorney for the benefit of your children, because that will allow you to designate who you would want to help manage your financial affairs, okay, in the event you become incompetent or incapacitated. So that kind of allows your children not to have to argue over who's going to step in and help mom or who's going to step in and help dad with his, paying his or her bills, filing tax returns, talking to their creditors, etc., etc. You've already put that in writing. You've already created a legal effective document called a power of attorney. Okay, so then your child, whichever one you would designate to help manage those financial affairs, can step in seamlessly and start to help you financially. Okay, so that takes some of the bickering and infighting between your children out of the equation. Also, an estate plan will allow you to create a power of attorney for medical decision making, including an advanced healthcare directive that tells the world, and your doctors specifically, if you were to be, let's say, in a vegetative state on life support and you're only artificially being kept alive by these machines, what would your wishes be? This helps your children, okay, from having to make that very, very difficult decision of whether or not you should stay on life support or not stay on life support. And all too often, two children or more children can start to have a disagreement as to what they think should be done. And if you did not create an estate plan that designated either a particular person to be your medical power of attorney and also designated what you would want to have done in the event of that kind of vegetative life support condition, then it's going to be very burdensome on your children. So by having that estate plan, which includes that medical power of attorney, you've released your children from that burden and will prevent, hopefully, infighting between your children. It's a very emotional time in their lives, and so it's important to have those documents in place. Another way that your estate plan will protect your children is, again, while you're still alive, but you become incompetent or incapacitated, if you don't have an estate plan that includes things like a power of attorney for financial decision making or a trust with a designated successor trustee, then there could be a need for you to have a conservatorship placed over you. And it's a very terrible experience for not just you, because you won't really understand what's going on. You won't understand why someone's taking over your finances, but it's very, very difficult and burdensome for your children because, number one, who's going to be your conservator? Maybe they don't agree on who should be the conservator. And they may not like how the conservator or whichever child steps up to the plate and actually starts doing the work is handling it, and it causes a lot of friction between your children. So having those estate planning documents in place ahead of time, you've prevented the need for a conservatorship from being placed over you, which again is very, very hard on your children. Okay, so that's another reason. Now, after you pass away, what a very well detailed and drafted estate plan will do, it should prevent infighting between your kids and potentially grandkids on who is going to get what. Okay, what property of yours are they going to get? You've already put that out in writing. It's already in a legally effective and binding document. Your intentions and wishes are at that point well known and clear and articulated, so there shouldn't be any infighting. Now, you can't prevent every fight from happening, but a well-drafted estate plan should mitigate the potential risk of your children fighting and bickering over who is going to get what, okay? So having that estate plan will also hopefully keep the peace amongst your children after you have passed away. So those are reasons why it is critically important for your children that you have an estate plan in place. Okay, I hope that was helpful. If estate planning is something you want to talk more about, again, please feel free to go to my website, barbozalaw.com, book an appointment to speak with me for free directly through the website. As always, I hope you got something out of this video. I hope it was helpful, and have a good rest of your day. Take care. Bye.